got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
Hello, Mr. Taylor. How are you this week?
Hello, Mr. John. I am good.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How's your week going?
If I was any better,
Uh-oh.
I would be.
What? You'd be like the president of the company here and just laying on the floor sleeping, right?
Mm-hmm. If I was any better, I'd be dead. What's the phrase?
What?
If I was any better,
What? Who taught you that? Who told you that?
I don't know.
Where'd you learn that one?
The kids at school.
Those kids at school again?
Yeah, so we have some exciting things today.
We do.
We've got cork pads under our microphones.
Something new for the TBB studio.
I saw another podcast did this. They apparently was supposed to reduce the sound coming from the microphone stands, but I think I already heard your shaking, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. I think I keep hitting it. Or maybe it's the table.
Oh, blame the table.
I'm going to blame the table. Hear it? 'Cause
Yes. We can hear it.
Okay.
Sounds like an earthquake is coming through.
I know. Maybe.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
How was your
thanks.
past week?
My past week was good.
Just good?
Just good. A little stressful, but yeah, just good.
Why stressful, John?
Well, we had all kinds of things going on. Just a lot of irons in the fire, it seemed like. We had graduations and Mother's Day, and anniversary, I'm happy to say.
Another one?
Another one. 52 years.
You made it. 52.
We made it. 52, number 52.
What year, what material is year 52?
It's stainless steel.
No, that's 55.
No, that's 52.
No,
Yeah, nope.
I told you. Oh, wait. Is it?
52 is stainless steel.
I think I texted that to you yesterday.
You did. You texted it to me yesterday.
50
that's how I knew about it.
55 was emerald.
Emerald, and that's more expensive. Well, I don't know.
What do you say? What do you think 53 should be?
Hopefully, not as expensive as 52.
Well, if you want something more expensive, I bet plywood is probably
Is
more
it?
expensive.
Ooh,
That ain't cheap right now.
it ain't.
It ain't.
Ooh, what's going on with plywood? I don't know anything about it.
I don't know.
My theory and what I do is just call the guy.
The beavers are just taking all the trees. And,
Really?
I don't know. We have a beaver
Overpopulation.
Overage. Yes.
Okay.
They're the opposite of extinct.
Well, do we want them there?
I don't know. What else would be a fun material for next year?
Ooh.
Just
all the glitters seems to work well.
sand would be a fun one.
Sand doesn't glitter.
Well, I'm not saying it has to. It's my idea is sand
Oh,
could be the material, so you'll be on a beach for your anniversary next year.
okay. We could do that too. That would be fun. That
Or
would be fun.
What if it was the absence of material and you were in space?
See, I would do that in a minute.
Would you?
I would. How about you?
I would take a few test runs before I hopped on.
What do you mean? What?
Like, I wouldn't want to be the first one in the first couple of years they did it. I'd have to be let them get the kinks out, like that submersible that.
Oh yeah, the submersible that imploded. No,
Yeah.
I know. Isn't it SpaceX that's doing those?
I think so.
Manned flights for, I think $250,000 a piece or something crazy number like that.
So they've had Teslas out for, I don't know, 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still getting some kinks out. So I'll let them do space travel for a good decade before I hop on.
I would like to do that. I think that would be a blast. I think it would be so
Literally.
much fun. Literally. Ha ha. But on one hand, on the other hand, they don't offer. They used to offer a.
They charge you for checked bags?
No, they don't charge you for check bags.
Peanuts?
No peanuts. You didn't get anything. No drinks. None of that. You couldn't buy beer or scotch and water or anything.
You know what they have out there though?
What's that?
Milky Ways.
Oh man, I knew it. Knew it was coming. Knew it was coming.
Or
But they used to give you, the NASA would give you
a Blue Moon.
an astronaut, what do they call it? An astronaut badge or something saying that you had been to space. But they're not doing that anymore because of the commercialization of so many people doing it now, I guess.
Is it like the kids who get the wings on their first flight on an airplane?
Kind of like that.
Do you ask for those when you get on a flight?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Hey, Mr. Pilot, man, could I get a pair of wings?
Get out of here, kid. You bother me.
You're 73. No, beat it.
You reminded me of that. What was a movie that we liked so well?
Airplane?
Airplane. Yeah.
You're not going to repeat those lines.
No, we're not going to repeat that line.
Do you like movies about gladiators? That reminded me, I saw a video the other day, or a picture someone took. They were on a flight, and the pilot came and introduced himself to the cabin before the flight.
Really?
So that he just said, I thought everyone should know who I am so they know who's flying the plane, and I'm not just some nobody that you don't know who they are.
Just some random guy walking back and forth on that.
I'd feel better about it, though. So,
Would you?
He's not just like 8 Jack and Cokes deep. About to take off.
Well, that's my concern. Is it? He's probably already there by that time. Hi,
Yeah.
folks. Welcome to Pan Am Flight 37. We're headed to now
Tokyo.
for a little amusement. Where I'm going to tell a few jokes while they fire this bad boy up. Let's go.
We're going to head to Boca Raton. I thought we were going to Seattle. Just
Well-
kidding. My co-pilots informed me we're going to Seattle.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them. So they're not just some, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter.
As
to
you're
me.
getting on the plane, though, can't you just kind of pop your head in and say, "Hey, boys, how you doing?"
Probably if you wanted to.
I think I've done that before. Said hi.
That's all.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Hi.
I'm in
Hi.
22C.
Yeah, well, you're going to be the first to go down. So,
Wow.
anyway,
You really said hi to him?
I have. I've said hi to them before.
Just
Well, if they're looking back and looking and saw me, I would say hello. I didn't just instinctively walk in and say, "Hey, guys, how you doing?
what's going on here?
John
today?
Ryan. Damn glad to meet you."
What's the setup like, boy?
Why is that light blinking over there?
You walk into that blow up autopilot thing from Airplane. Turn his head.
Yeah, just kind of look around.
Um,
Well, that's such a great movie. That really is.
well, when this comes out, you'll have already gone on your vacation.
That's correct. We're heading to sunny Florida. Hopefully sunny Florida.
So give me some predictions. How was your vacation now that you're back?
Oh, vacation was absolutely fabulous.
What kind of fish did you catch?
We caught a variety of different fish, mostly characteristic species of Florida.
Marlin.
No, I didn't catch a marlin. Marlin's too big.
Did you catch
'Cause
that walrus?
we were inland and fishing off the dock.
Did you get that walrus you were trying to get?
We didn't get wally. No.
Did you catch a buzz?
Yeah, the alcohol did that.
Mm-hmm. Did your wife get mad at you for that?
No,
A little bit?
no,
She gave you judgy eyes.
no judgy eyes.
She was okay with you?
No, she was okay with it. It's vacation.
John, mix in a water.
No, vacation's a little different. It's you don't get judgy eyes or any of that from anyone actually.
Depending on what you do. You could.
Depending on what you're doing, but how you can get out of it without legally speaking, those kinds of things.
Any family drama that happened on the trip that you think?
No
No?
family drama. Nope.
I
It was
bet.
really good. It was really it was fun having getting everybody together. And like I keep saying, I think I've said this to you before, that it's going to become increasingly hard for all of us to get together at one point, all together at one standing.
Well, hopefully you savored that trip that you just had.
Yep.
I bet that Connor brought back a girl that he met. They're hanging out.
No, he didn't bring any locals back, that's for sure. Not this trip.
I bet Kate found a local cat and she snuck it back in her carry-on.
She tried, but we had to turn that over to TSA or whoever they are.
And you got mad you lost a board game and you flipped the whole table.
I did, flipped the whole table, and I took all the change.
The change?
Yeah, everybody was gambling on it. So
Playing spoons or something?
So now I had to, going through customs, not customs, but going through TSA security check, I had to pull all those coins out.
I bet that you guys were sitting around playing cards and Matthew played everyone a song that he learned at Miami, Ohio at school.
No, I
and
didn't.
It was kind of a little bit vulgar, and Kathleen was like, Matthew, I can't believe you played that.
No, he didn't. No, it wasn't vulgar at all.
Okay.
Wasn't vulgar at all.
Nope.
No vulgarity.
Sumner probably taught everyone a TikTok dance that she learned with her friends at school.
No.
And Ryan, yeah. He's probably reading a book, doing something smart.
He was reading a book or
some philanthropy stuff.
Out at the pool drinking a beer or something.
So you think for sure. But Marielle sat out by the pool, I'm guessing, most of the trip?
She loves the pool. She loves just hanging out at the pool, that kind of thing. And that's her thing, and I get that. But that's her relaxing thing.
What did Kathleen and Courtney do? What's their MO?
They did the same thing, just kind of hanging out.
Chris
was there partially. He had to come back to Kansas City. He had something he had to take care of and so he had to come back from Florida.
He's probably doing some work. It
was work related.
No, I mean like while he was there, he's probably in a constant state of like work.
No,
built a boat so you guys could all go out in the ocean.
No, he is the builder of the family. There's no question about it. But and he has all the tools and all the gizmos and doodads and gadgets, and he built Kathleen for Mother's Day an Adirondack chair from scratch.
As one does.
As one does?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You go walk up to Lowe's and say, I'll take that one. Can you load it in my car for me?
It's probably cheaper to do that, honestly.
A lot cheaper.
Again, wood prices.
Yep.
Otis is over here spazzing out in his sleep.
Yeah. And then Mr. Jack just kind of kicked back and was just kind of, he just did the chilling thing mostly.
Yeah.
Throughout the vacation, yeah.
In Whitman Woods?
Whitman Woods did the same thing.
Nice.
All they wanted to do was fish.
Yeah.
Those two. So.
Well,
we did. Yeah, we go down to the dock every day and fish. It was nice.
That was fun. We just did a whole segment on a trip that you haven't taken yet.
We haven't taken yet, so.
Fooled you guys. Do you want to go?
We'll edit this into when I return.
Well, this will come out when you return.
Okay, that's even better.
So then maybe in like 2 weeks, we'll have an episode where we actually talk about your trip.
Okay, that sounds even better.
Because we're a little ahead of the game.
Yep.
You're going to be gone, preparing for a trip, so we have to get some out in the hopper.
We do. We have to get one in the bank. One in the can, as they say.
The can?
The can, yeah.
Do you want to, okay, you actually brought some things to talk about today.
I did.
You said you did. Oh, you said you heard something on the radio, or?
You know what I did? I heard a couple of things on the radio today. And one of the things that I heard was people were talking about
Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, no. God rest his soul.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah.
Shoot. What's the other guy? Bill O'Reilly.
No, Bill O'Reilly's, he has a limited program now. He's doing more, he's more of an author now. More of a book writer. And I've read some of his books, just finished one of his books called The Witches.
Nice.
Yeah.
About all your ex-girlfriends?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, what'd you hear on the radio?
I heard on the radio today that they ask a question, what do you think is going to be no longer in society when you die?
Me.
No. Because I'll probably die first.
No, I mean, like when I die, I'll not be in society.
Oh, yeah, you will. So what do you think? What do you think will go away from society when you get old? I have some thoughts on mine.
Well, this sounds bad. I could die way before you ever do.
No, I don't think so.
But I feel like Mine's hard to predict because hopefully I'm not gone for a long time. Hopefully you're not gone for a long time.
Right. I'm not saying I'm going to tomorrow, or anything, but
But if you're around for 30 more years,
Mhm.
it's easier to predict that what's going to be gone in 30 years versus maybe 50 if I'm lucky.
okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think you can tell yours and then I'll try to give an idea.
Okay. I think the first thing that's going to go when I'm gone is check writing. I don't think people write checks very much anymore,
I think that could happen.
except when I go to the grocery store and I'm in the line. And every time I get in line, there's always this little old lady that says, has a ton of groceries. And the bill comes to some astronomical amount. And the lady says, it'll be so much money. And the lady says, okay, do you have a pen?
What's the date?
What's the date?
I used to work
Oh man.
I used to work at Menards and I was a cashier and it seemed like the smallest checks always were the ones who wanted to write the smallest bills wanted to write the checks.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, here's a bag of circus peanuts. That'll be $1.29.
Do you have a pen?
You have a pen?
What is the date?
How do you spell 7?
I know.
So I could see that one being soon.
I think checks are going to go away.
I think those will go away before you're gone.
They might.
The only times I write checks are for taxes, which I try to do that online because I don't trust mailing a check for whatever 100 amount. And I think sometimes you have to send a voided check for something.
Well, the only time we write a check is for taxes as well.
I think they'll move it all to online or...
You would think they would. I know there's some of the government agencies that are doing that are going online, and you can use a debit card or credit card to do that.
Do homeless people file taxes?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure. How do you determine who's homeless and who isn't? If you're in the government.
I mean, if they honestly didn't have... this is staring at something and it's freaking me out.
The dog?
Yeah. If they didn't have internet or a computer or phone to actually file their taxes,
or a credit card even,
do they go to H&R Block? That's not free. So, do they have income to even report?
That's the other issue. I think in order to report income, it has to be a certain amount, over a certain amount.
Well, because they should be reporting even the money they get on the street, even as cash.
Well, that's too high. I mean, they're probably pulling down 90 to 150K a year.
Yeah.
Just panhandling. That'd be a good job for us. Let's go out and do a...
Episode 35, John Taylor on 435 at Holmes.
Podcast.
A week later. Yeah, guys. Taylor actually got shot last week, so he's not going to be on this episode.
He's going to be... We'll do it from the hospital.
Live from St. Luke's East. We're at Taylor's bedside.
325A. The other thing I'm thinking that's going to go away is, do you know how to address an envelope?
Yes, John. I am a grown man. I can address an envelope.
Okay, but there's still a lot of people, I talked to some of my grandsons, they don't know how to address an envelope.
How do they send thank you letters? They don't?
They don't. They text people.
Which I also do that. I mean, my grandma, she's big on handwritten thank you, so once in a while I should do it more often, send one to her. But most of the time I just send her a thank you. Because for one, I don't have stamps, which I think is one of your...
That's one of the other thing, last thing I'm thinking.
I don't think that one will go away very soon because how else do you send... I mean, you said you won't send letters then. I think there's always going to be a certain amount of people who like sending letters.
I have, speaking of letters, I was up in my attic. It's been about 25 years ago maybe. And there was an old suitcase up there that I didn't recognize. And so I opened it up and it was from our previous owner of the house that we have. Now, keep in mind, we're the second owner of that house.
There's a human leg on the inside.
No, there wasn't any body parts or anything like that.
It's no fun.
But it was letters that the husband had written to his wife during World War I. And
Janelle's FaceTiming me. Should we answer it
Let's answer it.
and make her feel guilty
Let's,
for?
No. Let's put her on the screen too.
Hello, we are on a podcast.
Oh, look who that little guy is. Hi, buddy.
Hello.
He's recording on a microphone.
Do you want to say hi to the world, all 10 people? You want to see Otis?
He went to Otis.
He's on the couch over there.
See his face? See that little face right there in the corner?
Can you tell everyone what you call me?
What's his name? What's his name? This guy. What's his name?
What's my name?
Is that Uncle who? Uncle who? Uncle.
You say it?
All right.
All right, well,
What's his name?
what's my name? You say it?
Well, you said it once.
All right, well, I'm Tay.
All right.
All right, well,
All right. Well, have fun.
goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye. Okay. Yep. Hit the red
Push the
button.
button. Okay, bye. All right, well, so that was my bed.
That was Janelle calling from.
Her parents' house
Oh,
with her nephew, our nephew.
yeah.
Anyway,
How old is he now?
he just had his second
2?
birthday last month.
Oh, those are great ages. A great age. They really
He
are.
is 2 years, 1 month, and 1 day.
Wow.
That's what you didn't want to know. But yeah, I don't know. I think some people are going to want to always send letters. Oh, sorry. You found letters from previous owner.
Yeah,
before.
I'm sorry. I found it they were from 2 owners. One was from the original owner of the house that had the house built. And then the second one was from the son. And the first owner was in World War I. And the second was the son, who was in World War II. And I saw these things. I opened one up and I started to read it. I read one from each and then put them back in the suitcase and left them there. I couldn't read them. They were just too personal. Just, they were just beautifully written. I can't write a letter like that or even a story like that, but I'm sure AI could do it for me now. But anyway, there was a real art to that. Plus it was beautiful penmanship too.
Oh yeah, cursive. That'll be dead.
Cursive will be dead, I think. And last but not least, I think stamps are going to be dead.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think that will be around because people will always want to send letters.
I don't know if they'll be able to.
I think they will. Why not?
One of Hallmark Card's greatest competitor was the U.S. Postal Service, because the more the stamps cost, the less people would buy cards.
Yeah,
Interesting concept.
Well,
But
mine's.
But anyway, the current price of a stamp is 73 cents. It's quite a bit.
I feel like, I don't know. Maybe someday social media will go away.
Do you
I
really?
feel like it's getting bigger and bigger, but also I feel like people are getting more and more tired of it. So maybe at some point when I'm 84.
Do you see that or find that to be true with your particular age group?
I've got a few friends who just don't have anything. I mean, which I admire because it's a lot less time on your phone every day.
Did they decide not to do that, or
Well, they did a stint in prison for about 16 months, so they couldn't.
fortunately the state of Oklahoma was generous enough to let them out?
Yeah, they got one post per week they could have. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get tired of it, but I think that
What do you get tired of?
I get tired of people curating their life around making it look pretty on their feeds on Facebook or Instagram. People who take a picture and then alter it so that they can make it look good on social media. They'll slim themselves down or
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
that stuff. People who, I don't know, influencers who literally have to make their life look attractive. So people want to buy the things that they're trying to sell. I don't know. People get tired of that, I'm sure. So
I think you're onto something. I think you might be right because I'm not into it at all. Actually, I am a little bit, but not a great deal. Not as much as, like, for example, you are, or the younger generations are. But in any event, I could walk away from it tomorrow and be okay. I would have trouble trying to look at my bank balance.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just kind of got in the habit of.
Oh, well, that's not social media, though.
Huh?
That's not social media.
Well, that's true. That's true. I could drop the social media. I could drop Facebook and all that.
Your social media is just your balance.
Just my balance.
You're sharing your balance with everybody.
That's it. Yeah.
And you just chat the.
Yeah.
Well,
I do it on a bank chat.
U.S. Bank. Hey, ladies, it's John. Want to do a withdrawal?
Here we go again.
Cindy liked John's withdrawal. I was trying to find earlier some stories to talk about. Nothing really came to mind. Nothing showed up really.
What kind of story are you looking for?
I don't know, just some fun ones to discuss. But Dolly Parton's releasing some Krispy Kreme donut collection.
She has to be a billionaire by now, I would think. She's been into so many different things, money-making things. I mean, she's not I don't think she's in the Taylor Swift level, but.
I knew you were going to say that. My mom, when they came down this past weekend, they were laughing, and she said, "Does John listen to Taylor Swift?" I said, "I don't think so. Why?" And she's like, "Well, because he sure knows a lot about." He calls her like a genius all the time, or something.
Well, I do. I think she, as an individual woman, I think she's extremely intelligent. I really do.
Because of what?
Because of her business acumen.
Okay.
I mean, it helps when your dad buys you a mansion in Beverly Hills when you're 22. But
oh, you did?
Yeah. And
how do you know all this stuff?
I read it somewhere.
No, on her blog.
Social media.
Well, my mom thinks she's a lyrical genius, so she would say Taylor Swift is a genius. Okay. But you don't listen to her music, so.
Well, I do. I mean, I listen to it. I don't remember it, or it doesn't register to the point of, I'll think about it in the car on the way to work or something. But
do you want to?
I'm not that into that so much, but I do admire her as a woman and as a business person.
That's good. It's the highest honor you can get. John's admiration.
Yep.
Did you have another thing you wanted to talk about from the radio?
Oh, we did. Yeah, I did get a sad news story today.
Uh-oh. What?
Yep. In Kansas City, there's a little shopping center on the corner of Southwest Traffic Way and Westport Road. And it's been there for years and years and years. And one of the leading things about that little shopping center was they always had an old wagon parked in front of the place. And we found out today that the owner of the facility is going to have the wagon removed. It's an old one of the old, what they call them, prairie schooners is what they used to call them. And he's going to have it removed because it would have cost him $70,000 to have it restored.
The nerve.
It's the absolute nerve. Now, the problem is that particular wagon has been there for 6 decades. 6 decades. That's a long time.
It is a long time.
It is kind of sort of like taking the heart out of Kansas City almost.
The heart?
The heart, yeah.
Why is that?
It's like, well, we're going to change Westport Road we're going to change Kelly's to Billy Bob's. It's kind of the same thing. You just don't do those kinds of things.
You don't take the wagon out?
You don't take a wagon out. It's been there for 60 years.
Don't put the cart before the horse.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, that's a big peeve of mine this week.
I'm sorry to hear that, John.
Yeah.
I'll send you a letter in the mail with a stamp on it.
Please send me a letter.
My condolences.
And maybe the post office will send it to me. Maybe not. Maybe never show up. So
that's one of my least favorite intersections in the whole city. Is that
it's a tough one.
That area when you're going east on what road is that? 43rd Street.
Actually, it's Westport Road. Well, the 43rd. Yeah, there's 43rd Street too.
Thank you.
Right.
But you have to stop at the stop sign. Uh-oh. Is that me? Yep, that was Janelle saying oops, and now my computer went off again. She double did it.
Double did it.
But yeah, I don't like the intersection. You got to go through a stop sign against one-way traffic and then another stop sign.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. It's a bad intersection. It really is.
Before I forget, we have some feedback from a previous episode.
Oh, really? Who's it from?
Our go-to correspondent, Steve.
Steve in Omaha, Nebraska.
Uncle Steve in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Council Bluffs, Iowa. Excuse me.
He said congrats on another milestone episode, and then said said the card he thinks you were talking about was a 1909 to 1911 Honus Wagner worth $7.5 million.
That's the one I was thinking of.
The value of a
Exactly.
Babe Ruth card is $7.2 million. And he wanted to share his baseball card story, which was him and his friend in the early 60s would collect the cards.
Uh-huh.
And his friend moved to Arkansas, and then years later in the 70s, he remembered that he had a Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, and Willie Mays card
Oh.
in his cigar box that he used to keep them in. So one time he went back home, he asked his mom where the box was, and she said she threw the cards away but kept the box.
No.
So he said that
Oh.
that went my dream of having a Corvette was short-lived.
Well, you can still get a Corvette, Steve.
And then Steve's daughter reached out about on our Instagram about the emoji reel that I posted of you doing your best emoji impersonations.
I'm sure she's
And
just shaking her head, going, was there an emoji shaking her head?
she didn't use that one,
Oh,
but she said that her now husband, when they were dating, would send the prayer hands all the time emoji.
okay.
And she couldn't figure out why he kept doing it. So eventually she said, "Hey, why are you praying about this?" And he's like, "I'm not. It's a high five." So I told her technically I think he was right, because I think it is meant to be a high five, but everyone uses it as prayer hands. But anyway, and my mom reached out today.
Mhm.
And
How's Mom?
she's good. Talk about more of her later.
Okay.
But she said randomly today, we were going back and forth about, she found a Kansas City Current sweatshirt at the thrift store today.
Oh, really?
It's brand new. And she kind of went back and forth about other random stuff. And then like an hour or two later, she said, my answer to your last question that you didn't ask for would be Jesus on the cross and rolling away the rock at the tomb, because it would be hard for people to doubt at that. And I want to text my dad and said, is mom okay? Because it had nothing to do with anything we had said.
Well, didn't it?
And I realized it was about our question last week about, or 2 weeks ago maybe, if you could pick one event to have modern cameras for.
To film.
Yeah. People to have their phones out. What would it be? And she went to the nice route and thought, Jesus.
Well, that's a great one.
So she wins.
That is a good one. Way to go, Kim.
But
I go along with that.
It came out of left field, so I was sitting at work like, I think she texted the wrong number. So I got to reply to her in a minute.
Okay.
But that was all the feedback that I had.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mom and Dad doing okay?
they're good.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about our catch of the week?
What
Do you want to go to peeve of the week first? Because yours has to do with the same thing.
Mine deals with the same thing.
Do you want to do your peeve first or your...
No. Can we do the catch first?
Sure.
My catch of the week this week is the DMV.
The catch of the week, you like the DMV?
Like the DMV.
Tell me more.
It's a brand new facility in Grandview, Missouri. And in the past, you've always had to go to these really dark, dingy, surplus food store, shopping mall kind of places that were kind of sketchy, that you had to go in there and wait on a tile floor for 45 minutes just to get a number. And then you have to go and plead your case on having all the, and you have to have all the necessary paperwork, or those people just don't even look you in the eye. So
yeah.
get out.
Go home.
Go away.
You didn't
You
bring...
need this, you go Go away.
You didn't bring the newsletter from the day you were
That's
born from the
right.
hospital?
Your blood type and everything. I
What?
need the vial.
Where's your nose hair? You need to have a nose hair sample.
I know. But anyway, they've updated this thing in Grandview, Missouri, where it's a very pleasant building. You walk in, it's brand new. Everything's brand new. It's all kiosk, a little computerized. You clock in, tell them what you want to do. They give you an estimated time.
6
Or you can
days.
actually clock in prior to you leaving home.
Whoa, did you do that?
I did not do that. I waited because I wanted to find out what all this was all about. And I was pleasantly surprised because it was, I had to wait 30 minutes, which was nothing. They told you which counter you need to go to or be at. And they kept coming back to you on your cell phone, telling you how much time you had left and all of that. I mean, it was just very, very responsive. So I was very impressed with the new facility out in Grandview, Missouri. That's for Jackson County and the Missouri people, not the Kansas people like you guys are.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you like the DMV. That's a pleasant surprise to hear.
DMV did hit the button on that one.
Well, fun. My catch of the week is my parents were in town.
Yay!
They came down for a day and spent Mother's Day here and went to a couple new restaurants. Oh, and my dad helped me. Well, he did all the work. Installed a new couple of light switches. One was a smart switch. So now our front door light outside can be turned on and off remotely. And now it's set to turn on at sunset and off at sunrise.
Well,
So,
you like all that tech stuff.
well, it's just nice because if we're out of town, now it'll be on and off rather than having to keep it on the whole time or off the whole time. So that was nice. But
So you just, when your dad comes to town, you always just put him at work then.
I think the
kind of ignore him and go do
No.
this. Here's your list.
I held the light for him
Oh, that's
a-
important.
like a 7-year-old would. That's all I'm good for.
Yeah, you can't do the screwdriver thing.
You're not trusted with tools, Taylor.
No,
Hold
not
the
just
light.
yet. Maybe next year.
Keep it. Don't move it around. Just-
Yeah, keep it straight here.
But yeah, I think the unspoken rule is I get like one small house project per 36 hours they're here. If they're here
Okay.
longer, then he might help with a couple things. But
Okay, all right.
if for how short they were here, I was lucky to get one thing out of the way.
Well, that's nice. Nice of him to do it.
So after about 40 years of being here, I might get almost everything done.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You have a nice house now.
Um,
You got a nice house now.
yeah,
but-
not now. But yeah, we went to one place called, we'd been before, Club 27. It was a patio place at a golf course.
Where was that?
127th and Flum, I believe. We got you a gift card to golf there for your retirement. Sounds like you went already.
I'll have to check that out.
The golf course is called, I think, like Sykes Lady Golf Course or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But they have a restaurant
go plan.
attached. And it's a nice patio. It looks over the,
You want to go play golf?
maybe.
Okay. We'll set
I'll drive
something.
the cart and you can golf.
No, because
so
I
I can laugh at you.
you.
We'll record an episode from the golf cart.
We could do that. That'd be
so,
fun.
yeah, we did that. Had lunch there one day. Went to a later dinner one night at Marina 27, also 27, at Lake Lotawana. And it was a fancy place. We just had some salads.
Uh-huh.
And it was nice. It's on the water. It was perfect weather. And
It was a good weekend for that.
yeah, I don't think it rained until Sunday afternoon, but people around us in two different tables sent their food back. One of them,
Really?
it was overdone and undercooked, and the other one, they said everyone's food was cold, so no one ate it, and they all sent it back, and they got their whole meal comped and just walked off.
Whoa.
They got more food sent to them, they ate it, and then they left.
Oh, I see.
So that's not like me at all. I would probably, unless it was like way undercooked.
Yeah, I don't do that unless there was something really seriously wrong with it.
I'm kind
Like
of a
cold
pushover.
and- or something like that, you know.
I mean, if it was like Janelle's meal that was cold, I'd say tell him, like, I'd complain
Oh, yeah. Snap your-
nicely.
just kind of raise your hand, snap your fingers.
Wouldn't do that. That's
Oh,
why
I love to do that. That's fun.
why
When
they
especially
spit in
when-
your food.
Yeah, really.
You have to
You
be
gotta
polite
careful.
about
You
it,
do. You have to be very polite
because
about
people that are bringing the food out are not the ones who made it, so it's not
Correct.
their fault.
it. Correct.
But in this case, I think it sat there for quite a while on the thing being already cooked, probably, and maybe the waitress didn't take it out in time. But I think one lady said that she wanted to cry because she was like, they lit into her so bad.
Ooh,
But that's just
poor thing.
unless it was cold or not cooked enough, I'd probably suck it up and yeah.
Did you ever work in a restaurant?
I worked at a Pop Murphy's pizza place.
Oh, did you? I think everybody should be required to do a stint
Yeah.
in something like that.
I think
You learn a lot about people.
everyone worked in retail for at least 6 months and
Mm-hmm.
worked at a restaurant because, yeah, you can tell people who haven't and they abuse that.
Mm-hmm. I
But-
agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't get you anything to be rude.
No,
Unless
it really doesn't.
the person that's
doesn't-
being rude to you, I
doesn't-
guess.
Doesn't pursue anything.
But yeah, so that was fun, and went to a Italian restaurant for Mother's Day called Va Bene in Prairie Village. I think
Where is
by
it?
BRGR over there,
Oh, is that?
like Corinth.
Oh, it's in
Square.
Corinth. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know where you're at.
It was good,
Was it? Good.
and the waitress kept coming out, and every time she would come out, she would call us something different. And like one time it was "Thanks, love," or "Thanks, my dear," or I don't know.
She's mixing it up, though.
There's all of us, so she was an equal.
Equal love, dear opportunist.
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, that was my win of the week. My catch of the week is my parents coming in town,
Good.
and yeah. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do snagged?
Yeah, I can do snag.
But do you want to do a twist?
Ooh,
I brought a game today.
you did.
There's usually a purpose behind it. Usually, I can get it out. It's called A Speech Breaker, a podcast I listen to, Ghost Runners podcast. They talked about doing it on a trip, and it was fun to listen to. So I bought the actual physical version of it, not the app. And that would be
You're
fun.
such a sucker for that kind of stuff.
It was $10 on
I
Amazon.
love it.
And after hearing different demonstrations of people playing it, I had to get it. So basically, you put headphones on, you talk into the microphone, but it kind of slows your speech back to you, and it makes you just kind of talk funny. So it comes with cards too. I didn't understand exactly. I didn't take the time to read them, but I thought rather than playing the game, we could just read our snagged P of the week with the headphones on.
We can do that.
Okay.
Ooh. Fancy microphone and everything.
So you can take your headphones off first. And then I think it's meant to be played like 10 seconds or 15 seconds at a time. So if you put the headphones on first, and then when you're ready, you'll press the yellow button and it'll start. That's when you can start talking into it. Don't hurt yourself.
Ow.
These are like 1990s Walkman style headphones. Okay, so you're going to press that yellow button when you're ready.
Press the yellow button.
And then you're going to say your peeve. You're going to start reading it. And at some point, it's going to make a noise it's going to make a sound, and then it's going to stop playing back in your ears, and y'all just press the yellow button again, and it'll turn it back on. All right.
Wow.
Start.
My peeve of the week is the DMV.
Wow. Tell us more.
Driver's Motor Vehicle Corporation. It's a place you have to go pay taxes and wait forever and ever. Just
Okay. Now you're going to press it again.
so you can pay an horrible amount of money for taxes on your car.
What else did you not like about the DMV?
I'm sorry.
What else did you not like about the DMV this week?
That's it.
Can you describe what else was there?
I'm sorry. Can't hear you.
What else did you not like? Was there like interesting people there or? Oh, one more. Hit it again.
Very interesting people at the DMV. I think they've tried really hard to get some really good quality people.
Were they
You're
nice to
really enjoying this, aren't you, Taylor?
Just wait till you hear it back. Were they nice to you? Did they?
They were very nice,
Did they?
very pleasant. Yeah.
You could stop, or you can keep going.
No, I'm good. I'm going
Okay.
to take this thing off.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do mine to make it even.
No, you don't have to.
They don't fit my big head. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. What's your peeve of the week, Taylor?
My peeve of the week is subscription TV services,
Such as?
Peacock, Hulu, and others. I don't like how they don't release the entire series of a show at once. I want to be able to cancel the service as soon as the show is done, but they release one episode per week, so it makes you keep your subscription for months at a time.
6 weeks at least.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I've got like 12 streaming services because there's like 12 different shows I'm watching.
You needed to cut that down. That's for sure.
Hmm?
You need to cut that down. That's for sure.
So yes, I need to cut it down and only have a couple. But each one has like one show we like to watch. So we got to have them all. That's all.
Need to cut them off, buddy. Cut them off.
That was good.
Yeah.
See how stupid I sounded.
I sounded really stupid. I can tell you that right now.
I know you didn't sound stupid, but I just thought you were having a stroke.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I wasn't. But
The DMV is the
Yeah.
place for
Yeah.
cactuses. Well, fun. We'll have to do that more often.
okay. Give that a try again. That'll be fun.
I have one random note.
Okay. What's that?
Canadian bacon.
Oh.
Do Canadians really eat ham instead of bacon? Or why do we call it that?
A conundrum.
I mean, I'm
Because
guessing they
it's
eat
not
actual
really
bacon.
bacon.
It's just kind of ham they put
It's
on there.
ham. Yeah.
But it's like mini ham.
yeah.
Seems insulting to the Canadians.
Eh?
I mean, do you think that in Japan they have like
Sushi rice or something?
I'm sure they have that, John, but do you think they have like they call it like American cheese and it's just like
Miracle Whip or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Those Americans are so stupid. They eat their cheese like this. They don't really eat cheese in Asia.
They don't?
I mean, this is probably just being ignorant, but whenever you go to like an Asian restaurant, Thai, Chinese, Japanese,
You know,
there's no cheese in their stuff.
now that I think about it, you're right.
Thank you.
Because I don't remember seeing any cheese on.
That's probably why they're so fit. No dairy.
Could be no dairy. It's not like Taco Bell or something, you know.
Yeah, like they have in Mexico.
Mexico, that's right. Cheese on everything.
Or in England. They're just mad fit, bruv. Go mad fit, eh?
Mad fit, eh?
Not a.
That would be a bloke.
Mad, looking mad fit, bruv.
Yeah.
They say bruv.
Do they? Okay, Ross. Okay.
Cheerio.
Yeah. And all that sort of stuff.
On and on, drive my buggy down the road, the cobblestone. I kind of feel like I'm talking slow still after
You are.
doing that.
You are.
What else?
What else you got?
We've been going for almost an hour. Not quite.
Well, we need to wrap it up then.
Wow. I thought I had something else we wanted to talk about.
I don't.
Before I forget, next week we have an exciting episode.
We do. This
Unless
is
he
exciting.
backs out.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Move
No.
it next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of when we record this, it is next week.
It is next week, but do you know what episode that will be, possibly?
That should be 34,
Episode 34?
the Shaquille O'Neal episode.
Yes.
And you could say this person is the Shaquille O'Neal of
Irish music, maybe, in Kansas City?
maybe of the Shaquille O'Neal of
Fly fishing, maybe? Yeah.
the Shaquille O'Neal of Friends.
Friends? Yep.
You're the Kobe, he's the Shaq.
He's a Kobe. Yeah, okay.
No,
I'll do
you're the
that. I'll
Kobe.
do that. I'll do that.
You're the Kobe, he's the Shaq, and I am LeBron, who's not born yet.
Always got to get that age thing in there, don't you?
Okay.
All
At
right.
dinner tonight, what did you say?
Huh?
What did you say at dinner tonight about me?
What do you mean?
You did a cheers and you said, to my number one son.
Oh, yeah, my number one son.
And you said that why?
I said that because should we introduce who our guest is going to be?
Sure.
Because he's part of that whole thing, too.
Okay,
That
you
whole
can
shtick.
introduce him.
We're really proud to say that we got
Our first guest ever.
our first guest ever on Real Buds podcast, and we're going to be talking with Mr. Denny Lowe, who is a Irish tenor in Kansas City, has been for many, many, many years, and who's a good friend of both Taylor and I, and he loves to fly fish, avid fly fisherman, if I can speak.
the
It's
headphones
the headphones on again. The stroke is coming. But anyway, we're going to have a great little interview with Denny. We're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about Irish music in Kansas City, and we're also going to be discussing the beginnings of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Kansas City.
Among other things.
Among other things. It started, I don't know, 30 years ago with Mike Murphy. So
It'll be fun.
it's going to be a good, really good time. Because
So-
Denny's a wonderful storyteller.
That'll already be out by the time this one comes out.
Correct.
So I would say ask us some questions you want to hear, but well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, if Denny's a tenor, I'm probably like a 4, 5er if I'm lucky. You're a 9er. He's a tenor.
Don't quit your day job, okay?
All right.
No stand up for you tonight.
Do you want to do like 2 boomer cards, millennial cards?
Oh,
Where'd
we
yours
could.
go?
I have mine right here.
Oh, they're in there.
Yeah, I put him inside. I put him back. Let's see, I'll start some from the bottom,
Nice.
or maybe the middle. Okay, how many you want to do?
We'll see how they go. We'll do a couple.
According to the audience, are probably saying,
None.
none. You don't need any more.
Here's one you might know.
Ooh,
John, what is TikTok?
TikTok is a social media platform.
Very good.
How about that?
No, it's not a clock. TikTok is a free social media app that lets you watch, create, and share videos, often to a soundtrack of the top hits and music right from your phone. Which we posted a TikTok today. You were dancing.
We were dancing?
You were.
I was.
No, it was just a video of it's still recording. Okay. It was a video of you talking about a rap battle.
A rap battle?
Yeah, I showed it to you earlier. Do you have any that you're wanting to read?
Yeah. What 70s television show theme song began, well, we're moving on up to the east side?
What's the one with the Fonz? Happy Days?
No.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No.
That was a joke.
You're good. You're in that era.
Well, no. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was more my time. Said 70s?
70s. This was 70s, yes.
We're
We're moving on up to the east side.
MASH.
No.
I don't know.
It was the Jeffersons.
I never would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
What is the name of Beyonce's first child?
Butch.
No.
Charlie.
Butch. No. Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy?
Yes.
Where do these people come up with these names for these poor children?
Yours are more fun because I'm more likely to get yours than you are to get mine. Except I guess you got TikTok. But
All right, well, one so far.
okay, go ahead.
What does Mr. Thurston Howell III call his bride?
Woman. Well, it's from the old times. They were mean.
It is. It was on Gilligan's Island, the show Gilligan's Island.
Cutie Pie.
Nope. Close.
Sweet Thing.
No.
What?
Sweet thing. Yeah. No, he would call her Lovey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
John, who was the first woman to headline at Coachella?
Coachella.
Coachella. Do you know what Coachella is?
No.
It's like a music festival in California.
Okay.
It's not like that. It is that.
Gracie Slick.
No. Think much more recent. I don't know who that is.
Beyonce.
Good job.
Ooh, okay.
2 Beyoncés in a row.
Who was the very first person to host Saturday Night Live?
How, like, what year-ish would you say it was?
They've been on for.
Do you know who this person is?
I do. It says who the person is. He was a very famous comedian. He's now since passed away.
Johnny Carson.
No, good guess though. He was on Johnny Carson a lot though.
I don't think I'll know it.
Hey, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
George Carlin.
Oh, he was the very vulgar one, wasn't he?
He wasn't vulgar. He was just very insightful. You know, he just had.
Are you sure he wasn't vulgar?
I'm positive. He may have been. He may have been. Back then, everybody was.
What is the name of the popular boy band discovered by Simon Cowell? Harry Styles came from them.
Oh gosh, I can think the name. I can't think of the name.
One Direction.
One Direction. Who was the host of the TV show Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? He was a bloke. He was a bloody bloke.
Can I get a hint?
He's from England.
Well, I figured that.
Yeah.
Any other hints? He's a man.
Robin Leach was his name.
Never heard of her.
Him.
What social media platform only played 6-second videos?
I don't know.
Vine.
Fine.
Okay, one more. I gotta get it right.
You got to get it right. Oh, this is a long one. Oh, what was the name of the Reverend of the Temple of the Disciples of Christ cult that ended in a mass suicide?
Oh, like Jim Jones?
Jim Jones. You got it,
Nice.
buddy. You nailed it.
I was kind of a guess. Is that where they drank the Kool-Aid?
Everybody drank the Kool-Aid.
Bonus point. who is known for her famous catchphrase, "That's hot"?
Hot. Beyonce.
It is a female. Her dad is rich.
Rich?
You mentioned him before.
Oh. Hilton.
You know her name?
Paris Hilton.
Yes. Okay, one more.
Okay.
What vampire saga featured Kristen Stewart as Bella Swan? You gotta know this one.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
There's a vampire. It was Team Jacob versus Team Edward. And there's
Team Johnny won the thing, I know.
no.
No? Okay. That's what I dreamed.
It was placed. It was filmed in like Oregon, I want to say.
I
Twilight.
Twilight. One more.
Who sings the lyric? Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. It's last time we did this, I had a bunch of Sharon Tate or something. What was her name? The one who got murdered?
Yeah.
This is your version this week.
My version this week.
Yeah. Multiple of this person. And who have I mentioned multiple times to you already?
Oh, Beyonce.
Yeah. Do you know the song name?
No.
Single Ladies.
Single Ladies.
One more.
Okay, one more. Kind of getting into this.
In which movie were two youths referred to as two Utes?
Oh, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, why is this yours? That's funny. That's something
It's
you
not
would-
because it was later on.
Well, fun. I don't think I would have known that one.
Really? I just remember the word Ute.
Yeah, we say that all the time now.
Yeah, we do, and we've kind of entered it into our vocabulary. But remember the guy that used to play Herman Munster
No.
in the TV show, The Munsters? He used to play Frankenstein. I'm sorry, and I'm trying to think of his name. But anyway, he played the judge in that movie.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, we got to wrap it up. Last episode, the camera died before we finished.
We
so
did.
now I'm nervous.
That's okay. We don't want that to happen.
No.
We don't want that to happen. Special shout out to Taylor Atkinson Photography.
We don't do this every time.
Yes, we do. We have to do it every time. Special shout out to CHD Wood Designs.
Not CBD.
Not CBD, CHD. And last but not least, big shout out to the Kansas City Auto Museum.
Thanks for giving John a job.
Yeah, thanks for the job. And I enjoy it. Still enjoying it.
The
Of course, I'm
episode,
going to have to say that.
yeah, the episode where they're not sponsoring it is when you're going to say that.
Yep.
They should start paying you a little bit to say that.
No, they should.
Pay me.
CHD is on board for payment.
Really?
Yeah, I sent him an invoice.
What?
He hasn't paid up yet, but
$6 for all the. I don't know.
no, it's just a kind of a legal formality that we had to go through.
Nice.
It's like Taylor Atkinson Photography too. We
Okay.
got to get that squared away.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any other parting words?
I don't have any more parting words other than be safe, be kind.
And make sure you're careful at the DMV. Bye, John.
Bye, Taylor. Thanks.
But